Hello guys, and the topic of today's conversation is going to be exercise and what impact exercise has on your brain or your cognitive health. So a lot of the time people talk about multiple benefits of exercise for our physical body, for our physical health. So it helps to improve your cholesterol levels, lower your blood pressure, prevent diabetes. There's just so many different multiple known benefits of exercise. But not very often you hear people talk about what effect exercise has on our cognitive or brain health. Okay, so I'm going to delve into that today in today's conversation. My name is Alex Blażewski. I'm the physio from Growing Younger. So let's talk about exercise and cognitive health. Okay, so there are 4 known benefits of exercise for your cognitive health. Okay, this has been proven by science beyond pretty much any doubt. Okay, so number 1 benefit is it actually helps to slow down your cognitive decline as you get older. Okay, so as you might have noticed that over the years it's harder to remember things. You might keep looking for your keys all the time because you don't remember where you put them. You might meet a new person and then you don't remember what their name is after like 1 minute. Okay, so all these things, they affect your memory, your ability to remember things. Okay, so you might have noticed that over the years your ability to remember things has kind of gone downhill. Okay, so basically exercise, what it does, it slows down that cognitive decline with age, and sometimes it may even prevent it, or at the very least it will minimize it. Okay, so it slows down cognitive decline. Number 2 benefit, it just improves your memory. Okay, so pretty much no matter how old you are, if you're exercising regularly, it's been proven that your memory is better. And I'll explain a little bit later in this video how it actually does it. Okay, so again, if you sort of find yourself that you don't remember things, you forget things, you don't remember where your keys are, exercising regularly may actually help that. Okay, now number 3, memory. So number 3, exercise helps you learn things faster. Okay, so if you're doing a course, if you're trying to learn a new skill, if you're trying to upgrade yourself professionally or otherwise, exercising actually helps to improve your ability to learn and pick up new things. Okay, so learning. Okay, good. And number 4, essentially exercise helps to improve your overall brain health. Okay, so there are some physiological studies that they've done, and they found that overall your brain is healthier. There are healthier metabolic processes going on in your brain if you are exercising regularly. Okay, so overall brain health. Cool. So if you wanted to kind of boil down the content of today's video into a very short, sweet summary, that is it. Okay, so these are the proven benefits of exercise for your brain. It slows down the cognitive decline, improves your memory, improves your ability to learn things, and also improves your overall brain health. Now I'm going to go a bit deeper if you want to know how it does it. Okay, so I'm going to go and try and use simple language and explain how it actually does all these things. Okay, so what actually happens in your brain that when you exercise, it actually gives you all these benefits. Okay, so number 1 way exercise is doing all these amazing things is it involves a cell in your brain. It's called microglia. Okay, now you don't need to remember this, okay, but I'm just trying to kind of explain it. So microglia, essentially it looks like a spider. It's got like kind of a round middle and a few legs like this. Okay, so that's kind of your microglia. Okay, so microglia is part of your brain's immune system. Okay, its function is to absorb or get rid of all the waste around your brain. Okay, so basically it eats up all the junk. It gets rid of all the junk. It's basically you know, any kind of living tissue produces waste. Okay, so microglia helps you get rid of that waste, essentially, all the rubbish. Okay, now as we get older, microglia's ability to get rid of that waste goes downhill. Okay, now what they've found in studies is that people who exercise a lot, their microglia's function is as good as that of a younger person. Okay, so your microglia becomes healthier, it becomes essentially younger if you exercise regularly. And the studies have found that actually in turn helps to improve your overall cognitive function as well. Okay, so that's very important. Now, another way that exercise helps to improve your cognitive function is so basically it helps to improve your neuron synapses. Okay, so let me explain what that is. Okay, so I'll tell you what, when you create a memory in your brain, okay, basically what happens, you've got a few neurons or the cells of your brain that form new connections. Okay, so let's say you were driving along the road this morning and a cat jumped out in front of you and you hit the brakes suddenly. It is something that probably would stick in your memory for a while. Okay, so when that sort of thing happens, if it's important enough, your brain will try and freeze that memory in your brain. Okay, so what happens? You've got a few neurons in your brain. There's actually millions, probably billions of neurons in your brain. So what happens is, like, you've got this neuron cell, right? And they have also like little tails. Okay, and so there's a bunch of neurons in your brain. So when you form a memory, a few of these neurons, they form a connection. Okay, so your memory can actually be boiled down to a network of neurons forming a new connection, and whenever your mind wants to go back to that memory and recollect it, it just needs to send a signal here, and it will see there's a certain pattern here, and that's how you can actually remember what happened. Okay, hopefully it makes sense. Now, so what's the role of exercise? Exercise helps you make these connections easier, faster, and more effective. So basically it helps you create memories, essentially. You can pretty much boil it down to that. So exercising helps you create memories and essentially remember things, even when you put your keys somewhere. Okay, so when you put your keys somewhere at home and then you can't remember where you put them, when you put them somewhere, your brain should be creating this connection in your brain. This is how it creates a memory. So when you have to go back to that memory, hopefully it's there. Does it make sense? So then exercise makes it more likely that you produce an effective memory for you to go back to when you need it. Okay? So that's generally how it works. Okay? So now, next thing I want to quickly discuss is what types of exercise are particularly helpful in improving your cognitive function. Okay, so science doesn't, at this stage there's not enough information, there's not enough data to tell us exactly which types of exercise are absolutely the best. But most scientists agree that cardio is probably one of the best exercises for brain health. So things like walking, cycling, swimming, if you're a runner, running, so pretty much anything that's sort of relatively low intensity, long duration is great for brain health. Strength training as well is good for brain health. Also, any kind of form of exercise where it involves both cognitive and physical component. So such as balancing, for example, right? So balancing, you are doing a physical activity, but also you're having to really focus on not falling down. Okay, so it's a good example of an activity that involves both cognitive and physical aspect. Okay, Tai Chi has been used for improving cognitive health because, again, it involves a lot of complex movements. You really have to focus and concentrate on it, and as well as it has certainly a physical component as well. Okay, so Hopefully that helps to clarify a few things about the role of exercise in your cognitive health and brain health. I know some of it is a little bit complex, but I try to kind of simplify it as much as I can. Hopefully you pick something from this. All the best for now, and I'll speak to you on the next podcast or video.